All right, Phil Mendoza again with No Limits Archery. Got Bo with me again today, and we're continuing on with the Bow Hunting Made Simple series. And what we want to focus on this video is we specialize in compound bows in here. We also sell recurve bows, but we really specialize in the compound world. And what you get in the different price categories, a ton of options. So to touch on, again, finish where we started, I guess I would say, or start where we left off in the last video. On the youth bows, Bo, what kind of price category do we usually see on those entry-level youth bows that we stock here at No Limits?
In a package?
Just like, yeah, good
Sure.
place to start, right?
Yeah, so a lot of the youth bows are going to come in a package. And what I mean by that is they're going to have sights, rest, quivers. This particular bow has arrows, okay? If I remember right, this particular bow is in that right around $300 range.
Yep.
Okay, wide draw length range, wide draw weight range, fits most youth shooters.
As you get into that teenage years, right, those, again, continuing on, the mass weight of a bow, what a youngster is able to hold up, really kind of dictates what they're able to shoot. That being said, a bow like this is kind of a transition bow to where a youth shooter may be able to shoot and an adult can shoot it. But go ahead and kind of touch on what you get as you step up a little bit in the price category.
Yeah, so obviously this bow here, same thing, package, just like that youth bow was. It's supposed to be a little bit more expensive. This one starts at $400. A lot of the bows in this category, I would say, are going to range in that $400 to $600 range. But generally speaking, what you're going to get is, like this particular bow, they go to an aluminum pocket, okay, so you get some machining there, a little bit higher end technology and a more efficient cam, okay? And when I say efficiency, I'm saying the energy you're receiving out of the bow versus the energy you put in to pull it back, okay? A little bit more specific draw length ranges in here. The draw module and the draw stop are not in one entity. They're two separate beings, so you generally get a little bit better back wall, a little bit more shootability.
And then the components on these bows as you progress up, you're usually seeing more plastic parts and pieces on these entry-level mid-price bows that are packaged out. As we move into like the next price category, when we start talking about bows that are pro-line bows, this is really what we specialize in. Yep. To where these are the types of bows you're not going to find in a box store, right? They're the bows that are specific to pro shops like us because of the warranty aspect of it, because the additional training and knowledge that goes into these products. But let's start talking about what we get when we start getting into that $900 to $1,000, $1,100 price range.
Yeah, so the first bow that I have here, this is a Matthews V331. The biggest difference between, say, this bow and then the previous bow that we showed there in the price point category, all machined aluminum riser, so it's going to be machined out of a block of billet aluminum, machined aluminum limb pockets, super efficient cam systems. What makes this bow unique over any other manufacturers is Matthews uses what they call a switch weight cam, meaning that the module also that dictates draw length and let off also dictates draw weight. So it's very versatile in that aspect. It's not brand new technology from Matthews, but they're the only manufacturers that are doing it right now. Okay, so really versatile in that aspect. Very, very tight tolerances on this particular bow.
And as we move over to another offering, another high-end bow, Elite, what are a couple of the bullet points on a bow like this that we're getting, again, in that higher price category?
Yeah, so on the Elite here, this is an Elite Encore. This bow uses a binary cam system with a rotating module, so it's very adjustable. But the real big bells and whistles that this bow has that no other manufacturer has is a limb pocket that actually pivots. Now, what does that mean for the technician? It makes it easier for us to tune the bow. Okay, it makes it very easy for us to get proper arrow flight, proper broadhead flight, and makes the bow very shootable and very forgiving. Okay, again, all machined aluminum riser, machined aluminum pockets, high-end strings, cams, very efficient bow as well. And what most of these, what I didn't mention even on the Matthews, is generally when you get into these higher price point bows, you're going to get a roller guard system for the cables, which is going to relieve a little bit of wear on that, and give that string and cable length, or string and cable set last a little bit longer, give it a little more life.
Yeah, and then the last one we have on the count here, obviously we sell many offerings. We have many offerings here. These are just a few to touch on a few, kind of sales points of each of these bows. But Bo, what makes this one a little different?
So this particular bow, this is a bow from Prime. This is a Nexus 4. Prime uses a proprietary aluminum. They were using I believe it was a 82X aluminum for a long time. Not 100% sure if they're still rocking that aluminum, but incredibly strong, strongest aluminum of any bow manufacturer. Okay, what really gives this bow a unique look and unique function is their parallel track technology on their cams. So it literally looks like two cams sandwiched together, and essentially it is. Yeah. But what it does is it broadens the cam stance, broadens the limb stance, makes the bow incredibly stable, and minimizes cam lean, which all bows have a little bit of. Now, again, I mentioned they use a roller. This particular manufacturer, Prime, uses a Flexus system. So as you see here, the roller here actually comes in. Okay, it does move. So when you draw the bow back and more load is applied to the cables, it'll come in and relieve torque, which is a killer to accuracy. All in all, very good shooting bows. Again, aluminum riser, aluminum pockets, high-end cam systems, very efficient. Other manufacturers, which we didn't lay out here, like Hoyt, they offer a carbon riser bow, which is unique to just a few manufacturers out there. But again, huge difference in technology from these bows to, your entry-level, first start-off kind of bow.
And that's it. And to again, tons of options, right? That's where I feel like a shop like ours excels, because it's in the details. So understanding the intricacies of every model is important. Now, how that applies to you, if you're a new shooter, a lot going on right now. So to simplify things, entry-level bows give you a wide poundage range, wide draw length adjustment range. So they can fit a lot of people, but the performance, the speed, the efficiency is less. You get higher, more bells and whistles, better performance, and you can really personalize certain aspects of the shooting experience to the shooter. So again, all these details you don't need to know. It's just right now if you're starting out. But what's important to know is guys like Bo that are here in the shop that excel in understanding how these bows work, how they can fit your needs, is I feel like what we do best. So if you're looking at getting a new bow in the compound world, tons of options, but let us help you simplify the process and pick what's right for you. So we're going to continue with the bow build process in the next series, so stay tuned.